Hi, it's been a while since I posted a video diary, and it's also been a while since I've played in my makeup. So I thought that I would do both as I give you an update of my life in 2025 so far. So that's what I'm doing. This is my makeup bag, and we're gonna get started. I'm gonna pull out all the products that I need. I'm gonna start off with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer to start my face. And the first thing I wanted to give you guys was the house life. So life has been interesting. I've had some good and bad days in 2025, but I want to give you the good days first before I get into the quote unquote bad days that I've had. So the first good news that I have for 2025 is the fact that I'm transferring officially. So I won't be going to the HBCU that I currently go to, and instead I'll be going to an art school in Chicago, Columbia College Chicago. And what's funny is this school, Columbia College Chicago, is actually the first college I had ever been interested in when I was in, not undergrad, but like in mandatory school. Like I had found out about the school in 8th grade because I had to do an assignment on like a college that I'd be interested in, and I fell in love with it and I wanted it. I wanted to go there. But like due to financial reasons, I didn't like actually apply, and I chose the school that I'm at right now. But when 2025 hit and I had came back to my current school after winter break, the first night I broke down and I told my mom, I was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm either gonna have to transfer or I'm gonna drop out. And so we talked, and she was the one who was like, well, what about Columbia College? That's school that you want to get into. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you're right. And so it was a whole process, of course, but I had pretty much I had applied the same week that I had applied a week before they had like portfolios due for scholarships and everything. I just got to say that it was perfect timing, and God's timing is always right, because I was able to get my portfolio in. I had turned it in one day, the day after its due date, but I had luckily got an extension, good stuff like that. And in the story, more of the story is I'm officially a Columbia College student. And actually, next week I'll be visiting campus, because they're hosting an event. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this adventure, this new chapter of my life, because I feel like the current school that I go to is not giving me the results that I want and expected when it comes to college. And I feel like, and I know that I could definitely go somewhere better in regard to my career with music and everything. And now I'm gonna go in with corrector and what is this? Corrector and concealer. So the first thing I'm gonna put on is concealer. So that's one of the good updates in my life. Yes, I'm going to my dream college, and I'm so excited. When I opened up the letter, first of all, shout out to them, because they had pretty much hinted that it was good news in the acceptance letter, so I wasn't too nervous when I opened it. But just seeing them say like, congratulations, you got in, I was so happy. I started crying, and then I called my mom, and then she started crying. But oh my goodness, I still can't believe it. I'm so excited for this new chapter in my life. I'm so excited to leave Miami and leave this school that I'm at and just go somewhere where I feel like I have a very good feeling about this school. Like I just know that I'm gonna thrive there, and I'm so excited for that. But I don't regret anything when it comes to coming to this school. I met a lot of good people. I had a lot of good experiences, and I got a lot of good songs out of being here. So like there's no regret when it comes to this current school that I'm at. But I know that I could do better, and I want to do better, especially because if I'm going to be going to school, I might as well go where I want to, because I was miserable in the sense of education wise, because I knew that I could do better. I feel like I was talking in circles. I said that I don't regret going here, but I was miserable. I'm just saying that, actually, never mind. That was self-explanatory. Don't even worry about it. I'm putting my concealer in all the places where I have dark spots and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna go in with my concealer. Oh my goodness, my other concealer. Also, I meant to tell you that this concealer color is apricot, and then this concealer color is sienna. And what I like to do is go over those same ones with the darker concealer. Alright? And then that's done. And then moving on to, I guess, the so-called bad stuff. So recently it was midterms. I'm gonna blend this in, by the way. Recently it was midterms, and there was 2 midterms that I did not do the best on. And the reason I didn't do the best on them was because I didn't study for real. And this all ties to I'm not excelling in the way that I was when I first came into college. And I think that the only reason I'm like this is because I know that I'm not going to be at the school year next year. So I mentally checked out, and it's more so like a I'm here, let me just do this so I can get it over with kind of thing. And not it's not like a oh lazy blah blah blah, oh it's school, I don't really want to do school. It's more so, yeah, it's more so like a I'm not gonna be here, I'm not gonna be at this school, why does it matter if I try at this what's the face, blah blah blah. But I know that I could do better, and that's the bad thing. It's like I know that I could do better, I'm just being lazy. So I think that's, bad, because usually I'm better at school. Usually I'm studying and making sure that I at least get an 80 or something on my quizzes. It's not nothing lower than a 70, because, if I'm gonna be here, I might as well work my hardest. So yeah, that's the bad thing. I've definitely been slacking when it comes to education. So I told myself, especially after the midterm, like I was like, even though I'm not gonna be here, I still need to do good. I still need to at least try instead of being lazy and half doing it. So yeah, when Monday comes, I'll be a changed person and actually back to working hard and stuff. Mom, if you see this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mom. I was slacking, but I'm gonna do better. I wanted to update how I was feeling. Mentally, I will say that I am doing way better. A lot of my I as soon as I found out that I was getting accepted into Columbia College, my mental changed immediately. Because at first, when I got back here, I was miserable and I was unhappy and I was sad. And then it went into the process of me applying for Columbia. And after I found out I got accepted, it was just like, I feel so much better, because it felt like I know that I'm not gonna be here. So in my head, I'm like, this is temporary. Like this is not what my life is gonna be like I thought it was. So I'm definitely more happy. And then I also go to therapy every other week, which is good. I like therapy. Therapy is amazing, and I love my therapist. She's very nice. But yeah, I feel way better mentally. And actually, my therapist just told me, I just came across some revelations in therapy about things that I have. I guess I'll say it. But I just recently found out that I have avoidant attachment. So I'm trying to cope with that, cuz I had a feeling, but my therapist confirming it is like, dang. So there's definitely some stuff that I'm trying to fix. It's a day by day process. But yeah, therapy is nice. I definitely recommend therapy. Even if you feel like you don't have any issues, I still recommend it, because it's someone to talk to, and everybody needs someone to talk to every once in a while. And sometimes you don't think you have any issues, and then you go to a therapist and you realize, like, hey, you're actually not coping with something well. Hey, you actually have trauma, and this is why you act the way that you do. Stuff like that. I definitely recommend therapy. It's very nice, and I always recommend it to all my friends, always, because truly, ooh, I feel so much better with therapy. I feel like I handle my emotions better, stuff like that, because I go to therapy. So yeah, go to therapy. It's nice. One of the things that I wrote down for this video is to talk about some goals that I set recently. And I think there's only maybe 3 goals that I set. One goal is to get through this semester of school, which I'm doing, you know, not the best, but I'm getting through it. Like, that's all that matters. I mean, wait, no, I just said that I was gonna lock in. So, um, I'm. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to tell you. I'm going in with the Bare Minerals tinted moisturizer. I don't use foundation because I'm afraid that it'll break on my skin. I have eczema. My skin is sensitive, and you know, I just went with tinted moisturizer instead. I actually don't really need it because my concealer works hard enough, but I want to be extra for this video, so we're gonna do the tinted moisturizer as well. But the 3 goals that I set for myself, one was to get through the semester. The second one was to work harder with music. My biggest goal this year is to release more music than I did last year. I think last year in 2024 I released 8 songs, and this year I want to release more than that. So far I've only released one, and it's already the it's already the 3rd month of the year, so I definitely got to lock in and make something shake. But I'm still going to say that's my goal. I still have 9 months left, and I want to release more songs. If it's me releasing 9 songs this year, then so be it. But I do want to release more songs this year than I did last year. And then the last goal was also music related, which is promote myself better, which is something that I'm working, I'm doing that actively. Instead of promoting every other day like I was doing. Actually, last year I was not promoting myself well at all. At all. I didn't promote myself well until December, when I was like, hey, I'm going home. Like, let me lock in. I have money. Let me buy promotions about myself and stuff like that. But this year, I promote myself every day because I'm not doing anything else, and I have the free time to record the videos. First of all, I love making the videos anyway. The standing on the chair, that is so fun to me. Like, I live for it. But I have the time to do it. Why not? Especially if this is my dream. I say and claim all the time that music is something that I want to do. At this point, I'm just doing this because it's fun. But I say that music is something that I want to do. The least I could do is put myself out there every day. And I've seen the changes, good changes that come with me promoting myself every day. So that's something that I'm actively doing. And I do recommend it to everybody who's pursuing music to put yourself out there every day, because at some point something good is going to happen. Like, I've seen an increase in my streams and stuff like that. Do it. You have nothing to lose, especially when it comes to your dream. Go all in. Life is too short to just half do it. Go all in. The next thing that I'm gonna do is put on this moisturizer. I mean, not moisturizer, blush. This is e.l.f. Putty Blush, and the color is Caribbean Caraibes. I butchered that, okay? I'm gonna have all these down there because I just butchered the mess out of that. But I'm gonna put on blush and continue on. I want to go into any life lessons that I've learned. It's only the 3rd month of the year, but I've definitely learned some stuff. Ooh. Oh wow. Okay. So one of the first things that I learned, or like, I don't know if it's a healthy point of view, but one thing that I've started to tell myself is that no one owes me anything, and that I guess it's to stop myself from, oh my goodness, look at all this blush, guys. I guess it's to stop myself from being disappointed. I just tell myself nobody owes you anything. So to expect somebody to do something for you is kind of insane, because nobody owes you anything. I don't know if that's a healthy way of looking at it, because I told my therapist that this is what I was thinking, and she had that therapist reaction like, we didn't dive too deep on it because I was talking about some other stuff, but she definitely didn't have a nice reaction to it. So I don't know if that's a good thing, but but it's just something that I've started to tell myself, like, nobody owes me anything. And it's just to avoid being disappointed when something doesn't go through, or like a promise isn't upheld and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say I recommend you go through it because, like I said, my therapist didn't have a good reaction, so maybe it's not a good way to cope. But that's one thing. That's one lesson that I've told myself. Another lesson that I've learned is, I don't know if it's more of a if it's a lesson or just a realization, but I have a bad habit of when I don't see stuff going well with music, because even though I do see some good changes that come with me promoting every day, sometimes the videos don't work out. Sometimes the videos only get 7 views and 2 likes, and I start to get in my head and I start to be like, oh my gosh, I start to spiral, and I'll be like, is music gonna work out? Is this really what I need to do? Do I need to make a backup plan? Because I don't have a backup plan. Music is I'm all in with music. I don't have a backup plan, and so I get in my head and I start to overthink. And the first person I go to is my mother all the time. Shout out to my mom because she's always there when I need to, you know. But one thing I've realized, especially last night, because I had another one of those moments where I spiraled and I was, oh my goodness, is music gonna work out? I realized that instead of spending all the time that I do complaining and crying about it, I can cry about it. There's nothing wrong with crying and being upset that your expectations with something that you do aren't met. But the time that I spend crying about that, I could be focusing and planning how to do something better. I just told myself, instead of I spend too much time thinking of the negative things that come with this, instead of trying to make a positive outcome or looking at the positive outcome. Because yesterday was so funny, because like I said, I had my spiral and I was so upset because you know my promotions weren't going well and everything just fell off. And then literally, as soon as I got done crying, I cried and I picked some flowers to feel better, and I went back to work because I had asked my boss if I could take a break, if I could go on a walk. And when I came back, I had realized that my debut song, One in a Million, was at 1.5K streams on Spotify. And it switched my whole perspective around. I went from like, is music gonna work out, to, oh my goodness, 1.5K streams? That's absolutely insane. And it's just like, I need to change my perspective and think more of the positive, and if anything, try to make positive out of the negative. And my mom had told me that last night too, because I had went to her and I was telling her, like, like, I saw that it's at 1.5K, but I just feel like, sometimes even though it's like that, I still feel like it's not gonna work out. And she's like, girl, you just found this out and you worried about the negative stuff. Look at the positive stuff right now. We can focus on it later. And you know what, my mom was right. She's usually right, but I don't like to tell her that. And it's, yeah. So I told one of the lessons that I was telling myself is, I need to be more positive when it comes to my career, and try to, and if anything, take the negative outcomes that I have and the stuff that makes me upset and try to make it positive. Work harder to get more positive outcomes instead of negatives and stuff like that. Stop letting it control you so much, if that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. And also, some things that I wrote on my list, my paper that I have, is to state some things that I'm grateful for, because another thing that I've realized this year is that I don't count my blessings. And I need to be more grateful for the things that I have, because even though I may not like certain things that happen in my life, or certain things that I have, it could be worse. So I want to state some things that I was grateful for. One thing I'm grateful for always is being able to wake up every day. That's a basic blessing. Being able to open my eyes to start another day. That means that he's not finished with me. He doesn't want me to come home yet. So let me do my music, because God woke me up today to do that. I'm grateful for my mother. I'm grateful for my father. I'm grateful for my family in general, because they support me. But especially my mom. She's the main reason that I'm continuing with this music thing for real, because she supports me, and I feel like she truly believes in me. And that's what I understand that my mom and like my family support me, but I don't realize how much of a blessing it is, because some people don't have that support system, that basic support system. So I'm very grateful for my mother and my family for supporting me when it comes to music. I'm grateful for being able to have a roof over my head. Even though I live in a dorm, it's still somewhere to live. I'm able to wash my body. I'm able to sleep somewhere. I can wash my clothes. I have, you know, if it's hot outside, I have the AC, stuff like that. I'm grateful for, I said family, but I'm also grateful for my friends, especially Layla. Like, I love Layla. If you're watching this, I love you so much. I've learned so many things from Layla. Um, I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for the ability to make music. I have all the stuff that I need to record and send it to my producer. I'm grateful for my producer. Shout out to you, Rob, because you you really be don't play with Rob, okay? Um, Before I continue, I'm gonna let you know that I'm putting on mascara now. This is Lash Paradise. Um, anyway, I'm grateful for, even though I'm transferring from here, I'm grateful for my school because, like I said earlier, I've learned some things from being here. I'm grateful for the people that I, you know, met at this school. I'm grateful for the experiences because I definitely look at life differently because of, you know, going here. Sorry, I can't focus. I'm grateful for everybody who listens to my music. Thank you so much. And the fact that 1 in a million is at 1.5K streams. Are you kidding me? If you would have told Jamera when she was releasing this song for the first time that at one point it was going to get 1.5K views, I would have been like, for you playing, right? 1.5K views. 1.5K streams. Are you kidding me? On Spotify? Like, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. It was crazy. Like, that's my firstborn. Like, 1.5K streams on Spotify. 1.5K streams. Let me stop before I cry again. 1.5K streams on Spotify. Are you kidding me? Thank you so much for everybody who listens to that song, whether it's for a second, whether it's for an hour, because you keep on replaying it. It doesn't matter. Anyone who took the time out of their day to listen to my music, I'm so grateful because you're helping me. You're helping me follow my dreams at the end of the day, and I'm so appreciative of that. And I don't think you guys understand. Like, you're helping me follow my dream. Like, besides me, you know, because I'm the one who puts the music out, and you know, if I like it, I'll put it out there. I'm doing it for you guys because I see that people are liking it. I put certain genres out more and stuff. I'm into neosoul. I'm gonna be doing neosoul this year, but thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And I cried. I cried yesterday. I cried at work. Luckily, my boss wasn't around, so I could cry real quick. And then I cried a little bit when I got back home because it's just like 1K, 1.5K streams. That's crazy. 1.5K streams. Stop. Stop. For real. 1.5K streams. I couldn't believe it. Everything happens for a reason. And me seeing that on the same day that I was like, is music gonna work out for me for real? It was for a reason. And that's all I have to say about that. Ooh. I don't usually put mascara on my bottom lashes because usually I feel like I don't know. I like it just on the top, but I want to be extra for the video. You know, I'm going all in. But that's pretty much it. I'm grateful for a lot of things. Everyone, count your blessings. Thank God for waking you up today, whether it's, you know, 8 in the morning or 8 at night. Thank God for waking you up. Tell a family member that you love them. Check in with some family members. Book an appointment with a therapist. Follow your dreams. Always. I always encourage y'all to follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Life is too short to be doing something that you're not happy with. Life is too short for you to be doing something that you're not happy with. Go follow your dreams. What else do I have to say? I hope everybody eats well, drink your water, you know, move your body, prioritize your physical and mental health. I pretty much just said that, but you know, prioritize your physical and mental health. If you want, you can stream my music. I just released a song called Go Away. She's very cute. She's neosoul, very nice. Gonna be continuing to release music this year, of course, God willing. And I think that's all that I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my makeup off. I hope that you can't really see it, but you know, this is the finished look as well. Okay.